What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your man, Chazz Ellis, and I'm back. I'm back because the box mismanagement is of epidemic proportions right now, and it's ridiculous. I see the blind leading the blind. I see people making excuses. I see people out here trying to make you feel better about your bad decisions, which only leads you to make more and more bad decisions. I see people out here crucifying you for your bad decisions and telling you it's over. You hit the wall. You can't get any further than this. And those people are coming from a place that's really hurt. Let's keep it a buck. They're coming from a place where they really just want to see you fail. And I understand that because a lot of times they've been on the bad end of some situations. But I came back to help you guys to just kind of get it together. The first thing we got to do is stop making excuses for ourselves and stop letting other people make excuses for us. If you are living in 2024 and you can't get somebody to help you out with your bills, pay them even, that's your fault. If you're living in 2024 and you got a deadbeat baby daddy, that's your fault. You got to take responsibility. If you're living in 2024 and you can't find a partner that is willing to do things to help you have a better and more fulfilled life, you got to take some responsibility for that, because 2024 and even 10 years prior have been the years of the easiest time for women to get what they want with little risk. What do I mean by that? If you got a deadbeat baby daddy and your child was born after the mid-90s, that means that you pick somebody who doesn't have any money to be able to care for your child. Or you refuse to go through the court system that's already put in place in order to allow you to be able to get funds from this person. You did one or the other. You got to take some responsibility for that. Because if the man is taking care of your kid financially, he's not a deadbeat. You just want to put that on social media. Stop doing it. It makes you sound stupid. If he's not able to take care of your kid financially at all, you got to ask yourself, damn, I made a decision to get with somebody who doesn't have any money to pay for my child. This is a choice that I made. Because otherwise the government would help you get that money. I don't want to hear these little fake stories. I don't want to hear, he ain't paying and the government ain't doing nothing. It's because you're not pushing the issue, all right? That's on you. You got to take responsibility for that. Now, if you're not pushing the issue because it's $200 and you don't feel like that's really going to help your situation, we go back to cause one. You pick somebody that didn't have any money. Okay, you did that. You already made that decision. I'm not here to beat you up about it, but we do got to take responsibility or we can't go further. If you're in a situation right now where you're in Section 8 apartments, where you're over here with rent that's $8 a month, and you can't barely pay that, can't pay your electric and stuff like that, these are things that you have to take responsibility for. That's not because of some dude you got with. That's not because of a relationship that you had. It's not because, oh, I got kids and all that. No, these are bad decisions that you're making where the government has come in to subsidize your bad choices, and you still haven't been able to make things happen even after that. We're not gonna just talk about the broke people. We're gonna talk about everybody. If you are sitting here working 12 hours as an RN at a nursing home, or you're working at a construction site, you're working as a deputy sheriff or something like that, where you're working 12 hours and you wonder, I go to work for 12 hours a day and I still can't find a man. I'm taking care of myself. I'm bossing up. You're working 12 hours a day, which means you sleep 8 hours a day, which means you probably have some sort of commute. You also have to eat. What time do you have to find somebody who's going to help you and upgrade you from that situation? How do you find somebody who's even going to sustain you in that situation? You're probably not going to. You're putting your energy into one thing and expecting to get something totally different. That would be like me sitting over here going, all I do is work my biceps day after day and wondering why my abs not coming in. I'm not putting any energy into my abs. That's why they're not coming in. My biceps are getting bigger, but my abs are not going to change because I'm not working on them. That's what some of y'all are doing. Mismanagement. Mismanagement of time. A lot of y'all are trying to get somebody to take you from 0 to $1 million. And it doesn't work like that. If you're showing up on a date with a Walmart grocery bag with duct tape around it, and that's what you're keeping your belongings in, why would you expect, even if you happen to get a date with a millionaire, why would you expect that person to buy you a Louis bag? Why would you expect them to buy you a Birkin? It's not going to happen. They're going to look at the fact that you got a Walmart bag with duct tape on it, and they might buy you like an actual bag. That's about as best they're going to do for you. You have to come in with a certain baseline. Some of y'all in a position where you can't even pay your rent, you can't even pay your light bill, you can't pay your child's daycare, and you know your baseline stuff is messed up, and you're trying to get vacations to Jamaica, and you wonder why nobody wants to take you, because you come off as a bum. When a person sees that you can't even make your baseline bills that every adult has to make, and you're out here asking for a trip to Jamaica, you come off as weird. It's like, wait a minute, you can't even pay your basic bills. Why would I take you to Jamaica? You need to get your life together. Nobody wants to take somebody on who doesn't even have the ability to get their basic situation together. I'm not saying you even have to get a better job. I'm saying you might need to get a starter dude to put you in a position where at least you got all your bills paid. At least you got, some stuff from Shein or Fashion Nova that you can wear. You got something. You're trying to come up to people who got everything figured out already with nothing, looking butt naked. They don't make bad investments. That's why they have money. Once you get past your basketball players and your football players and people like that who didn't make money off any business acumen, now you're dealing with people who actually did make money off business acumen. They're not going to make those bad investments. So you at least got to look like something. A lot of y'all women sit around and make excuses for each other. This is where the blind lead the blind. Oh man, these men don't have money and these men ain't doing this and they ain't doing that. Stop it. Stop it. If you have a person who is not spending money on you, they're not spending money on you for one of three reasons. Either A, they don't have it. You might have picked looks over money. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to accept the fact that you chose looks over money. All right, stop blaming people. They are not interested in you enough that they want to spend their money on you. Okay, they don't like you enough to spend money on you. You may maybe upgrade your personality a little bit, find somebody else who is more interested in you, because the people you're dealing with, they don't want to spend money on you. Or you don't come off as somebody to spend money on. That's what I was talking about if you're walking in with a grocery bag. You have to have yourself together to a certain level before somebody else is going to want to invest in you, or somebody else is going to want to treat you as if you are a high-level investment. Let me give you an example. If you walk into somebody's house and they tell you to take your shoes off, you're going to get a layout of the crib before you take your shoes off. If the carpet is dirty, got mud on it, got paw prints from the dog, got, stains and trash all in the carpet, you're not going to want to take your shoes off. You're probably going to be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. That's a lot of times what happens in your relationships. You come in and tell them all the things you want. This is what I expect from a man, and I want this and I want that. But you don't have your stuff together. Your house look toe up, you look toe up, the way you carry yourself, you're not really dressing well, you don't have time in your schedule, none of that. And then you wonder why. You wonder why they're not willing to do anything but the bare minimum for you, even though you see that they have it. I mean, that's the thing. You don't look like somebody who they would want to do that for. You're not carrying yourself in that way. A lot of y'all are not being consistent. If you want somebody to consistently do things for you, you have to be consistent in the way you carry yourself, in the way you present yourself. Some of y'all go on one day, looking all good, got your makeup on, got your nice little clothes and all this, and you just come fresh to death. Day two, you got on a hoodie and holes in your pants, and you wonder why the person kind of just like, okay, well, I took you on this really nice date the first time, now it's the dollar menu. Well, you showed up looking good and everything the first time, and then you showed up with dollar menu outfit on. And don't give me the blaming the dude. Oh, well, he was going to take me to the dollar menu anyway. That's why I dressed for that. Okay, well, he paid for the date, not you, which means only thing you can do if you're not going to pay for the date is you got to look the part and look like where you want to go. If you keep looking like where you want to go and the person doesn't take you there, it means they either can't afford it, which that's not their fault, but you got to find somebody who can if that's what you want. Or they got it and they don't want to give it to you because no matter how you dress or what you do, you're just not somebody they like enough to do that for. That's fine. So these are the things you got to look at when you're trying to make moves. And a lot of y'all have been mismanaging yourself mismanaging your time, mismanaging your energy, mismanaging your box, over here trying to get upgrades and trying to get the type of relationship you're looking for, but you're not really taking the inventory of your own situation. You're not taking the inventory of the type of people you put around you. Do they even like you? Do they have what you're looking for? What do you spend your time on? What does your network look like? If you have a network of broke people, why would you expect to find somebody who's going to give you some money? You have to make it a priority to change your network. You have to make it a priority to present yourself in a way that says, if you are at this high level, I'm the type of person you need to deal with. You can't always do it all at once. Sometimes you're going to need to get you a dude at one level to make your way to a dude at another level. I know the fella's going to get mad at me for saying that. And sometimes you're going to need to maybe date 2 or 3 dudes to get yourself to the kind of person you actually want. It may take that, you know, or you might have to work a couple extra shifts or something like that, which I don't really necessarily, I don't recommend. You could get somebody to help you get to that next level, but the thing about it is you got to be real with yourself and say, wait a minute, this is why I'm not getting what I want. This is why I do consultations. This is why I help and coach people. I've been doing it for years. I've been helping people figure out where they are and how to get to where they want to go.